Sales CRM. Did you feel that? Chances are you didn't, because CRM to a lot of people is, well, it's kind of boring. But it doesn't have to be. It can actually be quite exciting. And throughout this episode, we're going to show you why. Now, first of all, let's get on the same page here about what we're talking about. What is a CRM? CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management, and it's a process or a system to manage all of your company's interactions with your current and prospective customers. Now, CRM has become pretty synonymous with CRM software, or the tool that you would use to manage your customer info. Now, when you put sales in front of CRM, now we're talking about getting more customers. So what we're talking about today is a software tool that helps you get more customers. After all, it's right there in the acronym. It helps you manage your customer relationships. Nice. Got it. Okay, so sales are important, right, for obvious reasons, and therefore CRM is pretty important too. According to Fortune Business Insights, CRM software is one of the largest software markets in the world, and its growth continues to accelerate. The CRM industry is expected to reach over $129 billion by 2028, with a compound annual growth rate of 12.1%, or CAGR for short. This might be an acronym-intensive episode, or AIE. Now, according to Grand View Research, 91% of companies with 10 or more employees have deployed a customer CRM system in their organization. So if this thing is so big and so important, then how does it work? How does it help you add new customers? How does it help you stay on top of your leads? How does it work? How does any of this work? I wish there was somebody here that could help me out with this. Oh, Tabitha!
Hi.
Hey, Tabitha, how are you?
I can help you.
You can help me?
I can help you.
Well, that's convenient. So, speaking of acronyms, Tabitha is on our education team, or EDU team.
Yes.
Tabitha runs Accelerated Onboarding, or AOB.
Yes.
And she also runs Digital Study Hall, or DSH.
I do.
So you're really the perfect person here to help us with CRM.
I am. But EDU is an abbreviation, not an acronym.
Well, I sit corrected.
So let's talk a little bit about it. I can help ease your anxiety, make you feel a little bit better. Imagine having to manually hit send on every email you send a contact to. And then also having to remember who needs to be called when, who's already heard from you multiple times, what you talked about, where each contact is at in your sales process, who you need to send over the information you promised on a call, which contacts prefer email, which prefer phone calls or texts, the details of their needs, problems, business type, and more. Plus, there's the actual running of your business that has to get done. Enter CRM. A CRM lets you see where a customer is at in your sales process and helps you take the necessary steps to close the deal. With the CRM, you get a complete view of the history with your business. Then you can use that information to make the conversation more personal. The emails you've sent, the phone calls you've had, the notes and details from all those conversations. A sales CRM is the source of truth for your processes. It helps you organize your contacts, prioritize your follow-up, and most importantly, makes time for you to be a business owner. As you are building your CRM strategy, you're also building customers' experience. When you start to think about yourself as the customer, your CRM processes will come together. Now, let's talk about the organizational systems that you should be considering as you create your pathways with your customers. Organization in your sales CRM will only allow you to successfully meet your contacts exactly where they're at in your journey. Mapping out the steps your contact takes gives you visibility into how your business processes can all flow together. You will then start to understand what needs to happen to create extraordinary customer interactions to ensure all business goals are met. Organizing and prioritizing the setup and success of your CRM are very important from the get-go. You know what? Ernie recently sat down with Leah Neaderthal, renowned sales coach and founder of Smart Gets Paid, an organization that helps women learn to consistently and comfortably land new clients in their B2B consulting and coaching businesses. Let's take a listen to what Leah has to say about them.
All right. Yes, I am joined now by Leah Neaderthal of Smart Gets Paid. Leah, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am very good. Thank you for asking. Before we get into this conversation, very excited to talk to you. But could you just give us a little bit of information on, your background, Smart Gets Paid, kind of how you came to be in this position that you're in?
Sure. So, yes, I am a sales coach for women business owners, and I'm the founder of Smart Gets Paid. I help women who are running consulting, coaching, or service-based businesses learn how to sell, how to get more of the clients that they want, get more yeses, and then get paid dramatically more for every client contract. I actually didn't come from a sales background. My background is in marketing. So I know exactly how hard it is to learn how to sell. And I also know that it's about 1,000 times harder to sell your own stuff than it is to sell someone else's. So that's what I help women do in Smart Gets Paid in my programs and on my podcast, the Smart Gets Paid podcast.
How does a CRM help you stay on top of your leads? How does a CRM, how should business owners kind of look at what a CRM is, what it does, and how it can help them?
Yeah, great question. Because I think there's a lot of misunderstanding around what a CRM can do for a business. And really, what I tell my clients is a CRM can actually become your entire revenue engine. It allows you to manage and grow your client or customer pipeline. It allows you to get ahead of your pipeline so that you're not sort of caught flat-footed when engagement ends or a customer actually signs. You know how to build your pipeline before it's too late. It allows you to stay organized. One of the biggest challenges with being a business owner is that you can sit down at your computer and there are 1,000 things to do and it's hard to prioritize. And so when you start with your CRM and you start with your sales pipeline, it provides a really good lens through which to view your time and how you should spend your time. And when you can do that, it reduces anxiety. I had one of my clients was feeling really frantic about her pipeline and her revenue. She finally got her CRM set up and put all of her deals in, and she saw that she had about $600,000 in her pipeline, and she was able to just calm down.
It was a nice little gift to find.
Yeah. So those are just some of the benefits that a CRM can offer a business or a team.
Yeah. Very important stuff there. Prioritizing, saving time, reducing anxiety. Like that's the dream. So it sounds pretty good. In a recent customer story that we had featured Smart Gets Paid in with Active Campaign, you had said something that really resonated with me. And you said everyone could use a CRM. Could you just say a little more about that? I think there's a sort of a misconception that there's like a point where, CRM maybe not for a certain business or for a certain use case or something like that. Could you just say a little more about that?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I get this question all the time. Should I have a CRM? When should you have a CRM? Who needs a CRM? And the truth is that as soon as you have a business, you're ready for a CRM. It's actually never too soon. I know we have this concept of CRM being something very, only for big businesses or only for when you have a team or when you've been in business for a certain number of years, right? And of course, there are sort of those names out there, the big behemoths that feel like they're sort of too big for maybe small or mid-sized businesses. But every business can benefit from a CRM if you want and if you need the benefits that I mentioned before: filling your pipeline, managing your pipeline, reducing anxiety, staying organized. So a CRM can help any business of any size start to close more clients and customers.